At the very end, the bobcat grabs the ball and he walks off with it right into the woods.
That's
And
crazy.
so ever since that, it made it into the newspaper, the photos.
Hi there, this is Jenn Gregory, and welcome to another edition of the Bonita Buzz. I'm a local realtor here in Southwest Florida, based in Bonita Springs, Florida, and this podcast is where we discuss all things Bonita Springs. Today, I have my guest Travis with Bonita Fairways.
Hi
He
there.
he's the golf pro out there, and maybe something that you didn't know, we have a little golf oasis right here in the middle
It's
of.
a little hidden gem.
It is right in the
Yeah.
middle of Bonita Springs. It is a public golf course. So Bonita Fairways, they obviously is a golf community. They do have houses and condos, a clubhouse, and all of that. But their golf course is open to the public.
Yeah, and it's one of the very few here in Bonita that is public, which is, I think, a huge benefit for us and the community of Bonita Springs,
Yeah.
because down here in the golfing capital of the world, most of these golf clubs down here are private. So, um, when we're in peak season, it's hard to find a golf course, even though there's so many around us. So Bonita Fairways, being that they've chosen to keep the golf course public, uh, has really benefited the community of Bonita Springs significantly.
Yeah. So when you say chosen, they had a choice to keep it public. How does that work?
They do. So when the residents of Bonita Fairways purchased the course 5 years ago, um, because majority of the population in Bonita Fairways doesn't play golf, they've chosen to keep it public for others to use and access.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's great. So, I'm personally like dabble in golf. I guess I own my own clubs, but I don't really play.
that's okay.
So, you being a golf pro, do you offer
Yeah,
lessons?
I do. I offer lessons there. Um, Lessons keep me busy. I'll do, between 2 and 3 lessons a day. I've got anywhere from beginners to low handicap advanced players that come out to Bonita Fairways. Um, I give hour lessons as well as half-hour lessons, and yeah, I do a lot of teaching.
So, would you say that Bonita Fairways is unique because they are open to the public? They're not just closed off. And so, if you live in Bonita Fairways, can you buy like a golf membership,
So,
or how does that work?
because we've chosen, or I say we, but the residents have chosen to keep it public, there's not any memberships right now. We do offer some summer memberships that
Oh,
people can come out and use during the summer months,
the
but
public can use
the
those?
public can use those. Yeah.
Okay. So, how did like in the summer it's really hot here.
Yes.
So, what time do you
So that's
start in
that's
the
the
morning?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. With it being so hot here, golfers, they don't want to play in that high humidity, the heat. So people like to get out early, first thing in the morning, between like 7 and 10 a.m. A nice feature that we offer when we're out there and it's so hot, I have cold towels. So as
Okay.
golfers are going around the course, we do offer cold towels that players can use out there to keep them cool. We don't want any
Yeah.
overheating out there.
That's great. And so, do you have a restaurant or any amenities out there?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's great. We've got the Bobcat Cafe. It's not we don't have a grill per se,
Uh-huh.
in there, but we do offer sandwiches and salads, wraps. We've got beer and wine, so we do have a cafe for our golfers to come and use
Do you
after their
also
round.
have like the beer cart that goes around the course?
That's a great question, right? We do not have a beer cart,
Okay.
unfortunately. But given the length of the course, we do have coolers on the carts, and people
Oh,
always fill those coolers up with ice. And
okay.
um,
I didn't know that was
after
an
nine
option.
holes, because we are a little bit shorter course, It usually takes about an hour and a half to play 9 holes, and if you throw, a six pack in your cooler, you usually
I
can
didn't
make
know
it
that was
through
an
9 holes.
option. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
great. Okay, I'll remember that next time. Um, so let's say I'm coming down for a vacation and I'm looking for a public course, but I didn't pack my golf clubs. Would
Oh,
I?
well, don't be afraid. We've got plenty of rental sets. Here at Bonita Fairways, we've got over 20 rental sets, men's and women's, right and left-handed.
Really?
It's a great package we offer at the course. If you're on vacation, maybe you didn't bring golf balls, maybe you didn't bring your clubs. Um, we've got a package set. It comes with your new clubs. You get a dozen golf balls, a glove, and tees.
Wow.
18 holes is only $65, and by the
Okay.
time you ship your clubs down here, that's an easy $75. So,
Yeah.
yeah, take advantage of the package set that we offer and come play some golf.
Yeah. Because I mean, if you do put your, I mean, even putting clubs on a plane, then you have to get a whole,
Oh,
you have to buy one of those hard case luggage
oh,
sets for
yeah,
them to throw it in the
yeah. So
under the
much more
belly of the plane.
hassle
It
and
is.
stress
And
to worry
then,
about.
yeah,
Save you some time, save you some energy.
right.
Just rent a set. And luckily, I think people are scared to rent sets at other clubs, but at Bonita Fairways, we have really nice, they're brand new rental sets. Within the last year, we keep them up to date.
Yeah.
And so you're not going to get a mix match set or anything
And you have
like
a
that.
great pro shop there with
We
all the,
do.
I love all your clothes there. I
Thank you
mean,
so
I'm gonna have
much.
to come back and go shopping.
Yeah,
So,
we've got brands from FootJoy to EP Pro. We've got Bermuda Sands. We've got um, any kind of golf equipment you can imagine. We work with a local store in town called the Golf Guys,
okay.
and they keep us up to stock all year
Oh,
round.
that's
So
great.
any of
Yeah.
your golfing needs, you can
It's
come to
very
Bonita
cute.
Fairways
Or for
for.
gifts
Yeah,
too. Yeah, get
definitely.
gifts for the golfer. I love that. Um, so let's see. Do you do like leagues? Do you have any like men's or women's
Yeah,
leagues?
that's a great question. I always get people asking, they've moved down here, maybe they haven't met anybody yet,
Yeah.
and they want to join a league where they can meet some friends, have somebody to go out and play golf with. So on Tuesdays this year, I started running a ladies' league, and automatically it was a huge hit. I've got over 100 ladies now. I've got 18-hole ladies and 9-hole ladies.
Oh,
So depending on your skill level, either one of those would be fantastic for anybody looking to meet some new friends. It's not a very serious league. It's all about having
good.
fun.
Because my
Um,
golf game isn't great, but I
no,
think
no,
it would.
I don't know. I saw you hit some shots out there.
I would be more into it for, social reasons and
Yeah,
things like that.
yeah,
So do
definitely.
you have like, let's say like the neighborhood I live in, like we have a pool and we have tennis courts and we have pickleball, but we don't have a golf course per se. But let's say a bunch of my neighbors wanted to get together and have our own
Oh,
neighborhood.
that would be fantastic. We certainly welcome that. And I've got probably over 15, 20 leagues like that. So if maybe you've got a group of friends in your neighborhood that, maybe you're in Naples or even Estero, we can set aside tea times, say, 3 or 4 tea times, and
Okay.
offer you a nice league rate for your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's always an option as well.
Okay. And then as far as like, do you have space for like parties or?
Yes, yeah. So, um, we do run events and things like that at the cafe where you can host your event. We can sometimes often or have it catered.
Mhm.
If we don't have what you want in the cafe, if we need extra space, we've got a second clubhouse that we can use with
Okay.
extra seating.
That's good to know.
So yeah, we do offer events.
Okay. So let's see. Do you have any, let's talk about what's your favorite hole or feature at Bonita
Oh,
Fairways?
well, I showed you number 18, our signature hole. As you're finishing your round and you're finishing coming down, you've got this beautiful par three that's about 140 yards over our pond and the beautiful fountain there. And sometimes if you're lucky enough, you might see the alligator out there in front of the green.
Ooh,
Um, but it's a nice challenge and a great way to finish the round. So
yeah. Speaking of wildlife,
yeah,
I know you recently changed your logo.
we did. We
What
did.
is the story behind the
So
little
our
bobcat?
bobcat here, about 5 years ago, we had a couple of gentlemen out there playing golf, and on hole number 13, if you've ever been out there, we've got a nice preserve area out there to protect the wildlife. We've got a lot of turtles, gopher turtles, that sort of thing. But we've also got a family of bobcats that live out there. And um, when these two gentlemen were out there playing golf, they hit their ball down the fairway, and the family of bobcats came out of the preserve area, and some of the kittens started playing with the golf ball.
How
One,
cute.
yeah, I know it. And one of the residents, she's sitting there on her patio, and she got her camera out and started taking pictures of these kittens. And before you know it, she's got the whole storyline with them playing with it. And at the very end, the bobcat grabs the ball and he walks off with it right into the woods.
That's
And
crazy.
so ever since that, it made it into the newspaper, the photos, and we
Wow.
decided to change our logo to the bobcat.
I mean, I love that. I
Thank
love that
you.
story. It's incredible to me. I mean, you can see like a domesticated house cat playing with a ball. I mean,
Yeah,
but I never knew like wildlife. I never really
right here in
envisioned them
Bonita.
playing with toys or
I
anything
know.
like that. That's so
Downtown
crazy.
Bonita right here. Crazy.
I love that story. Okay, so what is the strangest thing you've ever found left in a golf cart?
Oh gosh. Too many strange things left in a golf cart, but you never know. You always get the rangefinders in there.
Uh-huh.
You get, the cell phones left
Okay.
behind,
All
but
right. I didn't know if there was any.
nothing too strange,
No, nothing
luckily.
strange. Okay. All right. Well, you never know what people are going to bring on a golf
You
course.
never know.
Um, so how do you really feel about top golf?
Oh, I think it's wonderful.
Okay.
For me, I'm all about growing the game,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of what Bonita Fairways is about. And so, Top Golf, it's introducing a way for golfers to to get involved with golf, but
Uh-huh.
in a fun way.
Yeah.
They can go out there; it's not too serious.
So I've
They've
never
got the
been. I've
targets.
seen them because obviously they're huge and they're all over the country and they strategically place them. I always think of it like an IKEA. They always put it
Oh,
next to a busy highway or
you
freeway
got that right.
so you can see it from miles away. Very smart marketing, by the way.
Yes.
But I think what is the goal of the game? You have to hit the ball into like a round target.
Yeah, so they've got the little targets out there
Okay.
that you aim for.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
that could be good like practice instead of just like a what am I thinking of?
maybe going to like the driving
The
range or
driving,
something
yeah,
like that.
exactly. Driving range, things like that.
It's a lot more fun if you're there with friends and you're hitting targets and lights are popping up and
Okay.
yeah. So I
All
think it's
right.
great to get people
Yeah.
into the game.
Yeah. And then you also have an area too where you can practice
Yeah, so
hitting balls.
when you come out to Bonita Fairways, like I was saying, I love growing the game. So I do a lot of my teaching, and we've built these beautiful nets that you kind of warm up and use before you go out and play.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we've
How
got
much
that.
is a lesson? Just
Yeah, if you want a lesson for a half hour, it's $65. And for an hour, it's 120. I
okay.
do offer a package set of lessons. So if you'd like to book a package of lessons, you can book 5 lessons and get the sixth one for free.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And after that I'm a pro.
Yes.
After my six, I'm guaranteed to win every time.
Yes. Guaranteed.
Well, let's just talk a little bit about you. So when did you start playing golf?
Yeah. So, you know, um, I've always been into playing sports, from a young age, and I got into golf when I was about 12 years old.
Okay.
Um,
Did you play like in high school?
I did, yeah. I played in high school, and that's where I spent most of my days when I was in high school. A lot of my friends we played golf, and after school, we'd drive the golf cart up to the course and be there till the sun goes down, kind of thing.
Really?
And
That's
so
dedication.
golf was a huge part of my life growing up, and I wanted to play professionally, but as any golfer knows, it's very difficult
Yeah.
and very time consuming. So for me, I wanted to go into golf, and
Mm,
if I could help grow the game and help others enjoy the game that I love,
yeah.
you know, that was kind of my goal. If I wasn't going to be able to play.
So I heard this story. This was a long time ago. But this gentleman, I'm sure I can research it, but I don't know his name. I don't know anything about it. I just remember this story is he wanted to prove that he could go from zero to pro. Have you heard the story? By playing golf every single day for a certain number of, I don't know, years maybe.
Wow.
And he did it. He picked a topic that he had never done before, and it was
Yeah.
golf.
Wow.
never swing a club. And by the time he was done playing, it was like he had quit his job because it was 8 hours a day, every day,
Holy cow.
for like I think it was 2 years was his goal.
Yeah.
And at the end, he was like
Able to
make
play.
making money as a golfer.
Wow.
Isn't
Unbelievable.
that
That
crazy?
is
So, but
crazy.
I mean that it just does show like the more you play, the better. And that's
Definitely. Yeah. Golf is
the
one of those
moral of my
sports you got to
story
get out
is I
there and
can't
play.
get better if I don't play. So, so yeah. I know like a lot of times, being a realtor, we have different things that we do.
Yeah.
Like they do like what is it? The poker run,
Yeah.
something like that. But then they could probably do like a little like what do you call a scramble maybe?
Yeah. So that's pretty popular. You could do like a scramble event.
Yeah.
Because we're a little bit shorter, I could probably host about 75 golfers.
Okay.
So that's about 18 foursomes,
That's not bad.
which would be great, yeah, for
Yeah.
a company outing or
A company outing.
um,
Yeah.
any sort of event. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be
Kind of
great.
like team building and things like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
within a business or
I think that's a great idea.
definitely.
Um, and then let's see, how can our listeners learn more about you? Like, how do they go and book a tea time?
Yeah, so if you want to go book a tea time, you can go to bonitafairways.com. That's our website. In the top right, you'll see tea times. And if you just go to our booking page, you can see all of our tea times right there online. Um,
Oh,
yeah, it resemblance the tea sheet that we have in the pro
oh,
shop. So
that's great.
if you see something available, you can click book now
Uh-huh.
and book your tea time right there online.
Okay, that's pretty
Yeah,
convenient.
very
Yeah.
convenient. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially, sometimes you're out to dinner with some friends and you're talking about going to play golf, the next day or in the coming
Yeah.
week.
You
And
can just whip out your phone.
that's right.
I
That's right.
love
You go
that.
right to the website and book it on your phone.
Yeah. So
So,
if you're sitting there at happy hour and
yeah, forget about you don't need to call the pro shop anymore to book your tea time. Just go
okay,
right there on the phone
I
to our
love it.
website and very convenient, making it easy.
Yeah, and I think we talked about a little bit earlier. I had North Bonita Country Club on the podcast a couple months ago, and they get a lot of phone calls for tea time, so I should
Yeah.
just redirect them to you.
That's right. That's right.
I'll let Kristen know that.
Yeah.
That's good information. Okay, and so I think you have a promotion for our
We
watchers and our
do.
listeners
So
for the
if
Bonita
you're
Buzz.
watching it today, if you go to our website and you want to book a tea time, use the promotion code Bonita Buzz, all one word, for $20 off your next round of golf.
Okay, and you just put that at the bottom of your
Yeah, there's
checkout
a
when you.
once you go to checkout, there's a promotion code link right there. And you just have to type it in there and it'll apply to your next round of golf.
Yeah. So Bonita Fairways, as far as real estate goes, they
Yeah.
are building
So
back
Bonita
in there.
Fairways is growing. Like I
Yeah,
was saying in the beginning, it's a little hidden gem.
it
And
is.
so for many years, Bonita Fairways has kind of gone unknown. It's been there, I believe, since the 90s. And
Yeah,
so it's one of the little older communities that hasn't quite been developed just yet. And so finally, some of this land is being developed. And when I was there about 5 years ago, we had a little over 400 doors. And in the next couple years, when they're finished all building, we'll have over 950
that's
doors.
incredible.
So the
And it
neighborhood's almost
literally
done.
is like right in the middle of Bonita
Right
Springs.
there, I know it.
Yeah, right off of
And
Terry.
great location.
It is a great location because you can go right over to the promenade.
Yeah.
You could probably even walk there
Walk
if
downtown Bonita.
the
There's
farmers market on
always.
Saturday.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, the promenade, the farmers market. It's a
yeah.
great spot.
Publix is right
Very
there. It really
centralized.
is. Yeah, and gosh, you're not even that far from the beach.
No, no. 5, 10 minutes if that.
Yeah.
That's where most of our golfers, they live right there on the beach in
Oh,
those
really?
condos. So we were talking about tips.
Okay,
Top
yeah.
three tips.
Top three
I think the
tips.
biggest one is people, they always get in their head, right? And they have that pond that's maybe right there in front of them or a difficult shot, right? And they automatically reach for like that water ball, right? You gotta have the right positive thinking.
Oh,
It starts up here, and if you can envision your shot, maybe you see that ball going over the water. I really think that envisioning your shot and having that
really?
positive energy definitely helps you hit a little
Like a
better shot. You
manifestation.
have to manifest it.
Oh my
Yes, definitely.
gosh. This is why golf and life.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
They
How they
intersect.
go together,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. The second tip is the ground is your friend, right?
Oh, right.
Remember
We talked
when we
about
talked
that.
about when you're hitting some balls, so many people they want to just pick the ball off the grass, as they say,
Yeah,
and they don't ever want to hit the ground, right?
that's
You know,
funny.
and so in golf, the ground is your friend, you know,
I
in
think you're
order
the
to get that
you're the
ball up.
only person I've talked to that have said that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think when the one time I did take golf lessons, it was no, you want to make
No.
sure you hit the ball, not the grass.
Yeah, you want to
So
make a
that's
divot. Unless
okay.
we're using our driver, right? We
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
with the
okay. Maybe
driver
that was
we
the
want to
difference.
tee it high
Yeah.
and let that ball fly with the driver, but
Yeah.
every other club you do want to make a divot with. So
Okay.
um, use the ground as your friend. There's always sand on the side of the cart, so fill those divots.
Right. Yeah.
But yes.
Okay. And then number three?
Our third tip today will be just like in any sport, right? So many people are taught to get in that athletic position, right? And
Yeah.
posture is a huge part of the golf swing.
Okay.
Whether you're standing upright too much or bending over too much,
Right.
posture is really important. And I hear so many people say that you want to get the weight of your swing on the balls of your feet. And
Huh.
so I find that when people do that, they tend to come out of their posture more. So my tip for you today, the third tip, is to feel like we're sitting a little bit more on our heels.
Okay.
That way we feel like we're a little bit more grounded,
Uh-huh.
and we can make a better turn and make a better swing overall. So
Okay.
there's your third tip.
Yeah.
Put a little bit more weight in your heels and see
Yeah.
if that helps you make a better turn.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how someone once told me, and I can't remember who it is. Doesn't really matter. But they said, and I did not like this. This is probably in my golf lesson, which is probably why I didn't like my golf lesson. But that's because you didn't teach me, right?
That's right. That's right.
But they told me to squat like you're sitting on a toilet. And
Yeah, well, I
and
wouldn't quite say that, but
I was
maybe
like,
sitting on a bar
that
stool or
was very uncomfortable. I'm
yeah,
like, no, I would rather do it this way than this way,
they were probably trying to say the same
Same thing that
thing, but
you did.
just
They were
couldn't
trying to
quite
say put
connect with
your
you
weight
the
on
same
your
way.
heels as
Yeah,
opposed to on the balls of your feet, but instead they said act like you're sitting on a toilet.
yeah,
That's
no,
not.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Now I associate golf with toilets. That's
No,
great. Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So, well, we learned so much
that's
today.
right.
Um,
Thank you so much for having me on the
yeah,
podcast today, Kate.
I definitely I'm going to take you up on that offer
Yeah,
and
come on
get out
out, take
there.
some lessons,
Yeah, I'm
come
going to
play
take some
Bonita
lessons. I'm going
Fairways.
to rent some golf clubs, and I'm just going to check it out and try it out
Yeah.
because it is a great course to
It is.
start off
It's in
in, and
fantastic
you're
shape.
not.
Even though it's a par 61,
Uh-huh.
we've got 11 par threes and we've got seven par fours. So, for anyone who's maybe a newer golfer or
Yes,
more experienced
and very
golfer,
intimidated by these other
yeah,
places where you go, and
absolutely. It's a friendly environment where you can come and enjoy the day, whether you're by yourself or you're with some friends or even your family. You know,
yeah,
come on out and play.
yeah,
Um, I know even when I go out there and play, just working on the par threes, and then when I go to another course, it makes me so much better of a player when I go to those other courses too. So
yeah,
um, it's got a lot of great perks to
yeah.
playing at Bonita Fairways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love it. All right, and then there's also plenty for sale out there. So
there is.
if you're interested in a golf course home, I can help you out with that that section. So, yeah, so just give me a call on that, and then so it was so fun having you on
Yeah, it
today,
was
and getting to see the course this morning. We drove around, and it's just beautiful.
beautiful out
It
there.
really is, and so look out for bobcats and alligators
That's right.
when you go.
That's right.
All right, we'll see you next time on the Bonita Buzz.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay.
was awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like.